examine, or riff, if you will, about perfection today. And our question comes from David in New York City. David asks, how close do you think we are to as good as it can ever be? And that is the electrical signal at the speaker terminals. Will audiophiles 10, 20, 30 years in the future still be going after similar incremental improvements like we're still going through? So basically, how good is it right now? That's obviously a philosophical question and asking me to look into the crystal ball, but hey, I always got some sort of answer, don't I? Before I get going, we have moved. This is one of the technician benches in our engineering lab, and you can see he's working, I don't want to wreck anything here. He's working on a P300. This was the first product, a power plant, that I designed and built when we bought back PS Audio in 1997. I wanted to come out with something that no one had done anywhere before. I wanted to come out with what we would call a blue ocean product, and nobody really paid attention to power back then. There were a couple of conditioners on the market. There was Bruce Brisson's MIT Z stabilizer. What else was there? Oh, George Tice had his power blocks, but that was about it. There wasn't much else out there. And other than those two, I actually never, to be honest, I never tried George's isolation transformer because I'm not a big fan of isolation transformers. But I did try the Bruce Brisson MIT Z stabilizer, and it's a parallel device. It doesn't have a lot of impact on quality of power, but it did make things sound better without limiting their dynamics. So I was impressed with that, but wanted to do something different. So we invented the power plant, which is an AC regenerator. And in an earlier video, I was talking about the microscopes that we have to use. So here's one of these microscopes, and because we use SMT, which is surface mount surface mount parts, these little tiny things. Let's see, can we see any surface mount parts here? Yeah, here's, whoa, sorry, I'm losing it all. You can see here, if you get real close, you see, these are little surface mount parts here. Little tiny guys, and then there's more, nothing on the back side. This is what it looks like, by the way. That's an SD card slot, and that's a USB connector, and these little mini plugs for a trigger. But that's for the back of one of our products if you want to insert the SD card to do an update. Okay. Stuff. The future of high-end audio. Well, here's the thing. We're pretty damn far away from really believing that what we hear is real. I mean, really far away. I don't know anybody that truly sits in front of a pair of speakers and believes that they are actually in a live setting. We're very far away from that. We are as far away from that as we might be from people today, watching a football game on a big screen television, right? You don't really think the players are there. You watch the TV, but maybe in 30 years from now, we'll be sitting and watching three-dimensional holograms. That's entirely possible. I mean, we know we can do that already. And that would be such a huge step closer, an immersive three-dimensional holographic experience on a video screen compared to what we watch now, that I'm going to say that high-end audio, 30 years from now, 20 years from now, as technology moves pretty darn fast, we'll have three-dimensional holographic experiences in our homes, audio-related, that will laugh and they, like, here we were turning the lights off and closing our eyes and saying, oh, we're there, it's live. Oh, no, nobody really thinks that. We think that we're getting closer and closer and closer, and we are, but we're so far away, it's a joke. So, yeah, I think the answer to that is, without a question, we are going to have some amazing experiences, auditory experiences in the future. And I can imagine products already that would get us a lot closer to that. And some of them are right up here. And hell, I'm an old dog. So if I can think of those products, then surely others far brighter than me can do the same. Thanks for the question. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.